Mr. Speaker, breakups are hard. They're really, really hard. And they're especially hard when they play out in the public eye. And I think anyone would understand that who is online right now and watching the very public breakup of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I mean, if you've watched over the last several days, it's really been an epic breakup for the ages. In fact, I think it's fit for the Real Housewives if you've been watching what's unfolded, even just in the last several hours. In fact, just a couple of hours ago, Elon Musk affirmed a statement about actually impeaching the president. I mean, who would have thought that we'd end up here? Because literally less than a week ago, they were having a bromance in the Oval Office. So it's really just incredible to think about what's happened over the last 72 hours when you think about it. But I think it's important to understand, Donald Trump is in office as the most powerful human on planet Earth, as the president of the United States. And rather than thinking about balancing the budget, addressing economic freefall, trying to figure out what to do with our foreign adversaries, how to help you, the American people, engaging on the debate on how to save health care for millions of Americans, or making sure our children are fed in the United States and across the world. Instead, he's been so embroiled in the breakup of his bromance with Elon Musk, they've been going hard at each other all day long. So I wanted to take this opportunity while we had it, honestly, to share the tea with all of you. Because we all kind of knew this was coming, right? We've kind of seen the signs for the last few days, especially the last few weeks. But I don't think that many of us thought it would come in such a dramatic form. So I want to kind of break down and put in the congressional record what's actually transpired over the last 72 hours. Now, I think many of us were shocked when we saw just a couple of days ago when on Tuesday at 1:30, Elon Musk tweeted the following. He said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those of you who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it." Really, we were quite shocked. Let's be clear. All 215 Democrats have been saying this for weeks, but obviously things really boiled over for Mr. Musk on Tuesday. Then, just a few minutes later, he followed up with another shot at Donald Trump where he says, "It will massively increase the already gigantic budget deficit to 2.5 trillion, ! And burden America's citizens with crushing, unsustainable debt." He went on in the following hours to literally accuse Republicans of making Americans debt slaves. This is actually what's been unfolding on the internet for the last several days. But this bromance is so messy, you guys. This breakup is messy as all hell, let me tell you. So, okay, y'all know that Thomas Massie, who is a true fiscal conservative, who is pretty much the only Republican in this chamber who stands by his convictions and is not willing to sell out his soul for politics and power, voted against this bill because he read the CBO report and he was not going to go and toe the line for the Republican Party. He knew that Speaker Johnson was not telling the truth about deficit spending. He knew that Donald Trump and his sales pitch was not selling the truth. He knew it was going to cost $2.5 trillion at least. We don't even know what the final cost is going to be. But this love triangle got even messier because both Thomas Massie and Senator Rand Paul got in on the mess here. So we have Thomas Massie here retweeted Elon Musk, and he says, "He's right." And we saw just around that same time frame, Senator Rand Paul also got involved. But then, oh my gosh, well, Elon Musk, in a fit of passion, I'm sure, he dialed it up even further And he said later in the day here, it looks like it was about 3:32 p.m. on X, it looks like Elon Musk was retweeting what other people were saying about his attacks on the president and this big abomination of a bill. And Elon Musk says, in November of next year, we fire all politicians who betrayed the American people. I mean, you guys, we cannot make this up. This is like the real tea that is going on the internet. So, Elon Musk, he dumped almost $300 million on Donald Trump's election, and he even weighed in and was like, yo, bro, you wouldn't even be president and wouldn't have the majority if I hadn't dropped all my dollars on you. And then Elon Musk, this was yesterday afternoon, because this went on all night, right? Like, we were all watching it unfold in real time. And even just a couple hours ago here on this floor, we were all like glued to our phones. We're like, oh man, this lovers quarrel is getting messy. And Elon Musk, around 2:50 p.m. yesterday afternoon, we were in the Doge subcommittee when it happened. He tweeted this. Elon Musk tweets, call your senator, call your congressman. Bankrupting America is, all caps, not okay. Kill the bill. And, I appreciate I'm a 90s kid. He also tweeted a picture of Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino reference. We all know where you're coming from, Elon. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not a fan. I think we all know that. We've tried to subpoena you several times to come testify in front of the Oversight Committee. You've been giving yourself billions of dollars in contracts. You've been stealing American data. You've been breaking the law with impunity. A couple of people asked me earlier how I felt about what was going on in this lovers quarrel. And I'm like, you know what? Like, you get mixed up with messy people. You get a messy outcome. And it's very clear that that's exactly what's going on. Now, I think we've all been hearing the rumors here in Washington, the breakup rumors. In fact, I think many of us, even on this floor, on both the Democratic and the Republican side, have heard the rumors that Donald Trump was getting frustrated with Elon, that he wanted to be on the helicopter all the time. And, he was like following him around, going to Mar-a-Lago, and showing up to these cabinet meetings and throwing all his money around and all that stuff. And in fact, in response to all the drama, Donald Trump fired back on Truth Social. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, ! And he just went, all caps, crazy. I mean, you guys, this is getting out of hand. This is really, really, really getting out of hand. So then Donald Trump, really, this is just the, tip of the iceberg, because what else does the leader of the free world have to do all day? He could try to end wars in the Middle East. He could try to negotiate peace deals in Europe. Oh, wait, no, actually, he's cutting funding for NATO. Sorry, I forgot about that. But in fact, he just spent his entire day attacking his aggrieved lover. So Donald Trump, let's see here. This is June 5th at 2:37 on Truth Social, says, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. There's not a lot that Mr. Trump and I agree on, but I'm totally with you, Mr. President. If you want to go after Elon Musk's contracts, we are here for the fight, bro. Give me a ring, for real. We can get this across the finish line because, obviously, I know you guys were feeling the feelings for the first 130 days. And, there's always a honeymoon period, especially after you go through a big thing together, like an election. And I know he helped you win your election, but obviously now the honeymoon is worn off. But if you really want to root out waste, fraud, and abuse, even Donald Trump is saying it, you guys. Donald Trump apparently even this week asked his own staff if the entire Doge effort was bullshit. And I'm not trying, I know we're on the floor of the House of Representatives, so to all of you monitoring, that's a direct quote of the President of the United States. Let me just be clear on that. But yeah, I mean, obviously Donald Trump, I mean, these guys know a lot about each other. They've spent a lot of time with each other over the last few months. So, I mean, they actually know what's going on. But the battle continued today. In response to Donald Trump's comments about Elon wearing thin, someone, the Autism Capital account, I don't know quite what that is, says, Trump fires back at Elon, the online battle begins, popcorn emoji. And Elon Musk says, such an obvious lie, so sad. I mean, we're all sad, right? Like, it's always sad when a relationship ends. But I think, like, this is when things really got heated. And this is why things are really hard when you're having a breakup and there's, like, a love triangle with the GOP, these guys over here. I mean, there's nobody here anymore, just in case you're wondering. No Republicans except for the acting pro tem here. But, I mean, like, the thing that's so crazy, right? Like, we all get wrapped up in our friends and their relationships, and the Republicans were like, okay, Mr. Trump, like, Elon's obviously your bestie, and he spent all this money, so we'll go along with it, even though apparently the cabinet and Republicans were really unhappy about it. And they're like, okay, fine. But then, like, we're going scorched earth here now. And it was actually really interesting to me earlier here on the House floor, because I was like, well, how are Republicans dealing with it? Honestly, I haven't seen you guys cheerful in quite a few months. So clearly something's about to happen. So Elon Musk, at, where are we at here on the time frame here? This was actually shortly before I came to the floor this afternoon. Tweets, time to drop the really big bomb at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. And then he says cheerfully, have a nice day, Donald Trump. I mean, we all know what happens in breakups. But obviously, like, you guys, they got the tea on each other. And this is like a no holds bar breakup fight happening right now. But finally, like, this was like the mic drop of all mic drops. Just as I was walking onto the floor this afternoon, Elon Musk tweets, yes, in response to some other person who I don't know, who tweeted President versus Elon, who wins, Trump should be impeached. Now, we've all been through really hard breakups, but I don't know if you guys remember, but like 140 days ago or so, like, it was a love fest. They were here in the Capitol. It was so good. Elon Musk was like, yo, President, I'm going to like save the government from debt slavery, which is his words, and the deficit. And like, these bros were on the helicopter every day. They're going down to Mar-a-Lago. And now Elon Musk is calling for the frickin' impeachment of Donald Trump, you guys. I mean, that is some serious, serious business. So, what does this all mean in reality? I mean, it's happening in real time. I haven't even checked my phone since I started this conversation. There might be more drama going down just since we started this very conversation on the floor. But the reality of the situation is y'all both got what you paid for. Mr. Musk, you spent almost $300 million in dark money to pay for your friend, Mr. Trump, to become the president and to win this Republican majority who is trying to send our country into the largest deficit spend in American history. And Mr. Trump, I mean, this is what happens when you sell your soul. I mean, you see what happens. So I have a lot of love in my heart for people who are going through hard times. And I know that, both you guys are having a hard time. But I just have to say, for the sake of democracy, for the sake of the American people, and frankly, for the global security and safety of people all over the planet, Y'all need to cut this drama out. I mean, we need to take care of our people. So I'm with Musk on this one. I don't mean to take sides, Mr. President, but I'm going to say it. Kill the bill. And with that, I yield back.